Hi everyone, this is Neel Raithatha, also known as the Wax Whisperer. Thank you for joining me in my latest video. Some of you may have noticed that I've not been uploading any videos for the last, I think, 10 days or so. And that was because I decided to go on a last minute holiday. If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, I did post some photos. I did also put a post prior to jetting off just to let everyone know. I think I also put a post up on the YouTube community section as well. It was very last minute, so sorry I wasn't able to give any advance notice. I know some of you have been a bit concerned and have sent in a few emails asking how I am, but no, everything was fine. I just went with some family to India. Their flights and holiday was pre-booked a while back, and I was just too busy to go. But last minute, I just thought, why not? And rearranged my work diary, and I jetted off and had a wonderful time. I got back yesterday, so I thought I'll upload a video for you guys today. I'm back fully at work tomorrow. Went into clinic this afternoon just to catch up with some admin, well, a lot of admin. So this is a patient that I saw a few weeks ago prior to going on my holidays. As you can see, they've got a fully blocked left ear here. The wax is really impacted, and we're just extracting this more deeper wax now through the outer third. So this wax originally was in the latter third of the ear canal, and we are now in the outer third. And we know that because we can see the hair strands here. So these hair strands, they should only be located on the outer third. So we dragged it forward, but it's just got trapped in between the first and second bend. We call that the isthmus. So I've reverted to the new Rye ear hook. So this differs from the normal ear hook that I use, and so that the tip is more tapered, so we can embed into the wax. It's more thinner as well, so we can glide in between the wax plug and the canal wall. And here I'm just using the new Rye Correct. So again, it differs to the normal Jobson horn that I previously used. This bit was a bit difficult to remove actually on that posterior canal wall. I eventually had to use microsuction to remove that. There was a few skin adhesions, so it was very difficult to remove off. But some of the unique selling points really with the new Rye Correct is that the tip again is tapered. There's an arc. You may be able to see it slightly there, but the arc of the Correct mimics the curvature of the ear canal. I've just used it in the opposite direction here actually to get a bit more leverage. So it makes it more comfortable when we're attempting to scoop wax off the canal wall or glide in between the wax and canal wall. So I've just swiveled it there, and you may be able to see it there. You can see it's got that curvature. It makes it more streamlined as well. But ultimately it's just a lot more comfortable. And an additional change I've made with the Rye Correct, the normal Jobson horn that I use, it's round, it's circular. You can get some oval shaped ones, and they're pretty good because you've got more leverage, you've got more depth with it, but it just hasn't got that surface area because it is because it's more oval, it's more narrower and longer. So with the Rye Correct, I've almost made it a hybrid. It's got more of a pointed tip. It's almost like a spade and shovel, if truth be told. So it's got that narrow tip, but it's got a broad base. And so it does the job of both the round Jobson horn and the oval Jobson horn. That's the patient's eardrum, nice and healthy. I would say it's slight retraction of the eardrum, possibly. This ear was a bit more retracted, the right side. When we say retracted, we mean the eardrum is sucked inwards, and that's typically due to an obstruction of the eustachian tube. So the eustachian tube is a narrow orifice connecting the middle ear, which is the cavity behind the eardrum, to the back of the nose, the nasopharynx. And the eustachian tube opens itself about 4 times a minute upon yawning, swallowing, chewing. In fact, I've got a blocked eustachian tube at the moment, so mine's not fully opening. And that was because whilst I was away, in India, certain parts, the air quality is not great, especially in Mumbai, and developed a bit of a nasal obstruction of my left nasal passage, which has caused a bit of inflammation of the eustachian tube. So I can feel the side walls of the eustachian tube actually rubbing together, so it's making a bit of a crackling noise occasionally when I swallow, yawn, or chew. But because it's swollen, it's not fully opening, so it's not allowing the eustachian tube to conduct its primary duty, which is to equalize the air pressure in the middle ear to the external air pressure. We want the air pressure behind the eardrum in the middle ear cavity to be equivalent to the air pressure in the atmosphere. So when the air pressure is equally the side of the eardrum, that's when it's most mobile. So in this patient, more so on the right side, you'll see it once I get this wax out. Again, it's quite lodged, this wax. I'm just trying to tease it out. They've got a narrow entrance, which makes it more difficult. Similar to the left side, you may, as we made reference to in the left ear, I've managed to extract the deeper wax away from the eardrum, but it got trapped in this section here, the isthmus. So the isthmus, the medical definition, is just a narrowing of a body part, an orifice. And in the ear, we typically got two isthmuses. We've got one between the first and second band in the outer third. And that's is the region where wax most often gets trapped as it's trying to migrate. So earwax, our body produces earwax, or our ears produces more, naturally produces earwax. And this earwax is naturally recycled by the ear. So old earwax is discarded and replaced with fresher earwax, and the older earwax is full of dust, dirt, pollen that has entered the ear, it's stuck to the wax. But as it's migrating outwards in a conveyor belt motion, if you've got a really narrow part of the ear canal like this patient has here, it prevents the old wax from fully migrating. So the newer wax, as that's then trying to migrate, that gets built up behind, and you get this natural buildup of wax. And then there's a second narrowing just about 0.5 centimetre away from the eardrum, where the ear canal narrows towards the eardrum and it widens again, and there's an isthmus there. So we've just got this final bit of wax trapped. This is just at the first bend. So the endoscope's not actually in the ear here, it's being held external to the ear. I'm just going to wriggle this through. So just by the colour of the wax, it's quite dark, it's oxidised. We know it's been there for a while. And slowly but surely, I'm just going to tease this out. There's a bit of staining. A bit of wax is good for us, guys. So if you've been following my channel for a while now, you know that I explain the benefits of earwax. Earwax is slightly acidic, and the acidity helps to keep at bay harmful bacteria and fungi. It's oily and greasy, so it helps to moisturize, lubricate the skin that lines the ear canal, so it prevents the skin from drying and cracking out. And earwax is sticky, so any dust, foreign particles, it attracts itself to the wax, so that it's almost like a spider's web, the wax. It captures, you can see that curvature there, sorry, going back to the design of the curette. So I'm just mopping up a bit at the entrance. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Take care, keep well, and speak soon. Bye.